I see you.
Do you want us to do the clapping again?
Yeah.
See you now?
So you're still recording?
Oh, okay, so
Come on,
that's just in, yeah, from there. Alright then, thank you very much.
Shut up! Why don't I go in the other room, sir?
Guys, I need to actually do this, okay, sorry.
So that is recording.
Oh yeah, hello. Here we go then. Hello world, hello YouTube. This is BioEvans7 for 10G4 who got the exams in January, so we need to learn this stuff, don't we? Alright, we'll start with the beginning, which is B1, okay? And you need to understand what a gene does. Now remember, a gene is a section of DNA. And what DNA does, okay, in particular the genes, it controls the production of a protein. Now, there's lots of different types of proteins. These are called structural and functional proteins. Okay? Structural proteins are used for growth. A functional protein is categorized as an enzyme. Now remember, an enzyme speeds up reactions in the body, and there's loads of different types, okay? So genes, in effect, code for the production of proteins, and they code for the production of enzymes. So that's the two things they might ask you in the examinations, okay? Okay, now as I said, a gene is made up of a section of DNA. Now the whole strand is called a chromosome. And in the human cell, you find 23 pairs of chromosomes. Now the reason they're found in pairs is because you inherit one chromosome from your mother, and you inherit one chromosome from your father. Now, because chromosomes have got genes on them, okay, it stands to reason that you have 2 copies of every single gene. These copies have a name, and they're called alleles. And an allele is a version of a gene. Okay? Now an allele can be one of 2 types. It can either be classified as a dominant allele. If it's a dominant allele, what it means is every single time this allele is present, it will always show itself. Now in genetics, we represent that with a capital letter. The letter doesn't matter, we can use any letter we want, okay? So for instance, a large B would represent a dominant allele, okay? The other type of allele is called a recessive allele. Now a recessive allele will only show itself if there are 2 of them present. So for instance, if I used a B to represent a recessive allele, you would only actually see the effects of a recessive allele if 2 of them were actually present, like so. Certain diseases, such as cystic fibrosis, is caused by a recessive allele. Okay? Board rubber. And here he comes. Thank you. Now, there is a particular cell in the body, okay, called a sex cell. Okay? Now the other name for a sex cell is a gamete. Okay? Now there are 2 types of sex cells found in the human body. These are sperm and these are eggs. Each sex cell only has a single copy of each chromosome. Okay? So sex cells or gametes have 23 chromosomes each. The reason being for this is because when they join together, they can form what we call a zygote, which has got 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. Okay? Okay. Now, how do we inherit our gender? Remember, gender is your sex, whether you're male or female. How do we inherit it? It's because chromosome 23 for a male and a female is slightly different. So if you're a female, then you have 2 X chromosomes, otherwise known as XX. If you're a male, you have an X and a Y chromosome. Okay? Now, when a female releases an egg, remember only one, because they're singular chromosomes, only one of the chromosomes can fit in. So a female can either put an X chromosome in or an X chromosome. Whereas a male can put an X chromosome in or a Y chromosome. So the probability of having a man or a woman, okay, is going to be, if you do your Punnett square, exactly 50%.